Want to boost your testosterone naturally? No pills, no hype, just real proven habits. How to boost testosterone naturally without supplements, proven habits for energy, strength, and vitality. Testosterone is more than just a hormone. It's a fundamental pillar of a man's vitality. It's a silent engine that drives your energy levels, sharpens your focus, and fortifies your strength. When your testosterone is in a healthy range, you feel it in your mood, your confidence, and your ability to tackle the day's challenges head on. Many men are looking for ways to support this crucial aspect of their health, and the good news is that you don't need to reach for a bottle of pills to get started. The power to build a stronger hormonal foundation often lies in the simple, consistent habits you practice every single day. This isn't about extreme measures, it's about making smart, sustainable choices. This guide will walk you through a clear, no-nonsense plan to naturally support testosterone. We break down the science into simple, actionable steps you can start today. Forget complicated jargon and quick fix promises. Back to basics: sleep, exercise, nutrition, recovery. These core principles build a resilient body and mind. Focus on fundamentals, and you invest in long-term well-being, creating positive ripples across your life. Think of your body as a high-performance machine. Give it premium fuel, regular maintenance, and adequate downtime. Your hormonal system reacts to lifestyle signals. It responds directly to the signals you send it through your lifestyle. Pushing yourself too hard without rest, fueling yourself with junk, or living under constant stress can throw the entire system out of balance. Conversely, nourishing your body with good food, challenging it with smart training, and giving it the deep rest it craves allows it to function at its absolute best. Work with your body, not against it. We're here to give you knowledge and a practical toolkit. If you want to build a house, you must first lay a solid foundation. For your hormonal health, that foundation is sleep. It is the single most important and often most neglected component of natural testosterone production. While you are asleep, your body is hard at work, repairing muscle tissue, consolidating memories, producing key hormones. A significant portion of your daily testosterone release occurs during the deep stages of sleep. Cutting this process short is like asking your body to run on an empty tank. Consistently getting less than the recommended amount of sleep can have a direct and measurable negative impact on your testosterone levels, sometimes in as little as 1 week. Most men function at their best when they get between 7 and 9 hours of quality sleep each night. This isn't about just being in bed, it's about achieving restorative, uninterrupted rest. To make this happen, you need to treat your sleep with the same discipline you apply to your workouts. Start by establishing a consistent sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This makes it easier to fall asleep and wake up feeling refreshed, signaling to your endocrine system that it's on a stable, predictable pattern. Creating the right environment is also crucial for optimizing your rest. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary for sleep, not a hub of activity. Make it as dark, quiet, and cool as possible. Blackout curtains, an eye mask, a white noise machine can help eliminate disruptions that might pull you out of deep sleep. A major modern-day sleep disruptor is the blue light emitted from screens, phones, tablets, televisions. This light can suppress the production of melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to sleep. Make it a non-negotiable rule to turn off all screens at least 30 to 60 minutes before you plan to go to bed. Finally, consider your pre-sleep ritual. What you do in the hour before bed can set the stage for success or failure. Avoid heavy meals, excessive liquids, and strenuous exercise late in the evening. Instead, focus on activities that calm your mind and body. This could be some light stretching, reading a physical book, listening to calm music, or practicing a few minutes of deep breathing or meditation. Once your sleep foundation is solid, the next step is to build the frame through smart, consistent exercise. While all movement is beneficial, strength training stands out as a particularly powerful tool for supporting healthy testosterone levels. Lifting weights and challenging your muscles sends a powerful signal to your body to adapt and grow stronger. This process of building and maintaining lean muscle mass is metabolically active and helps create a favorable hormonal environment. The body responds to the stress of resistance training by releasing hormones, including testosterone, to aid in muscle repair and growth. It's a direct and effective way to tell your body it needs to be strong and capable. The key is to focus on compound exercises. These are multi-joint movements that recruit large muscle groups, giving you the most bang for your buck in every workout. Think of the classics: squats, deadlifts, bench presses, overhead presses, rows. These big lifts engage your entire body and create a much greater hormonal response compared to smaller isolation exercises like bicep curls. Aim to incorporate strength training into your routine 2 to 4 times per week. Your training provides the stimulus, but your nutrition provides the building blocks. You cannot outtrain a poor diet, especially when it comes to hormonal health. The food you eat is the raw material your body uses to create hormones, including testosterone. A well-balanced diet rich in whole foods is essential for keeping this internal factory running smoothly. This means focusing on a healthy mix of macronutrients. Now, protein, fats, carbohydrates, each one plays a distinct and vital role in supporting your energy, muscle growth, and hormone production. Think of your plate as a toolkit for your well-being. Protein is the cornerstone of muscle repair and growth. Since lean muscle mass is closely linked to healthy testosterone levels, ensuring an adequate protein intake is non-negotiable. Aim to include a source of quality protein with every meal. Eggs, chicken, beef, fish, Greek yogurt, beans, lentils. Consuming protein regularly throughout the day aids muscle synthesis and satiety. A post-workout protein shake or meal kickstarts recovery right after you train. Healthy fats are perhaps the most misunderstood yet crucial nutrient for hormone synthesis. Your body literally cannot produce testosterone without dietary fat and cholesterol. This doesn't mean you should start loading up on greasy processed foods. Instead, focus on incorporating healthy, unsaturated and saturated fats from whole food sources. Avocados, olive oil, nuts, seeds, salmon, sardines. Don't be afraid of fats. They are your friend when it comes to hormonal balance. Make sure they are a regular feature in your daily meals. Finally, carbohydrates are your body's preferred source of fuel for high-intensity exercise and daily energy. While extreme low-carb diets have become popular, they can sometimes be detrimental to testosterone, especially for active individuals. Chronically low-carb intake can raise cortisol and hinder athletic performance. The key is to choose the right kind of carbs, complex carbohydrates from whole food sources, vegetables, fruits, sweet potatoes, oats, quinoa, brown rice. Avoid refined sugars and processed grains, which can spike your blood sugar and contribute to inflammation and fat storage. Section 5, Lean for Life, Managing Body Fat for Hormonal Balance. Maintaining a healthy body composition is a critical piece of the testosterone puzzle. There is a direct and inverse relationship between body fat percentage and testosterone levels. Specifically, excess body fat, particularly around the midsection, can negatively impact your hormonal profile. Fat tissue is not just inactive storage, it's metabolically active. It contains an enzyme called aromatase. This enzyme's job is to convert testosterone into estrogen. Therefore, the more excess body fat you carry, the more aromatase activity you have, the more of your precious testosterone gets converted into estrogen, creating a hormonal imbalance. One of the most effective strategies is to lose excess body fat and maintain a lean physique. This doesn't mean you need to be shredded like a cover model. Aiming for a healthy body fat percentage, typically in the 10 to 18% range for most men, can make a profound difference. The process of losing fat helps to reduce aromatase activity, tipping the hormonal scales back in your favor. This is why many men who embark on a successful weight loss journey report improvements in energy, libido, and overall sense of well-being as their testosterone levels rebound. The approach to fat loss should be steady and sustainable, not extreme. Crash dieting or severe calorie restriction can backfire by signaling to your body that it's in a state of famine. This perceived threat can increase stress hormones like cortisol and actually cause a drop in testosterone production as the body goes into survival mode. A smarter strategy is to create a modest calorie deficit through a combination of a clean diet and regular exercise. Focus on eating nutrient-dense whole foods and continue your strength training regimen. Think of it as a positive feedback loop. Strength training builds muscle. More muscle increases your metabolism, which helps you burn fat more efficiently. Lower body fat reduces the conversion of testosterone to estrogen. Higher testosterone levels, in turn, make it easier to build muscle and lose fat. It all works together. By combining a balanced, whole foods diet with a consistent strength training program, you create the ideal conditions for achieving and maintaining a healthy body composition, which is one of the most powerful things you can do for your long-term hormonal health. Section 6, the sunshine hormone, vitamin D and its critical role. Beyond the major macronutrients, certain micronutrients play an outsized role in male hormonal health, and vitamin D is at the top of that list, often called the sunshine hormone. Vitamin D is technically a steroid hormone precursor produced when skin is exposed to ultraviolet B or UVB rays from the sun. Research has consistently shown a strong correlation between healthy vitamin D levels and healthy testosterone levels. Many men are deficient in this crucial nutrient without realizing it, particularly those living in northern latitudes and those who spend most of their time indoors. Ensuring adequate levels is a simple, potent step you can take. The most natural and effective way to boost your vitamin D is sensible sun exposure. Your body is incredibly efficient at producing it. For many people with lighter skin, just 15 to 20 minutes of direct midday sun exposure on the arms and legs a few times per week can be enough. The exact amount varies based on your skin tone, geographic location, the time of year, and the time of day. Darker skinned individuals need more sun exposure to produce the same amount. While it's important to be smart and avoid burning, short periods of unprotected sun exposure are highly beneficial. In the modern world, chronic stress has become a silent epidemic, and it is a major antagonist to healthy testosterone levels. When you perceive a threat, looming deadline at work, financial worries, relationship troubles, your body initiates a fight or flight response. This triggers the release of a hormone called cortisol from your adrenal glands. In short bursts, cortisol is useful. It sharpens your focus and mobilizes energy. However, when stress becomes chronic and your cortisol levels remain persistently high, it creates a cascade of negative effects throughout your body, directly impacting your hormonal balance. Cortisol and testosterone have a biological seesaw relationship. When cortisol is high, testosterone tends to be low. This is because both hormones are produced from the same precursor molecule, pregnenolone. When your body is constantly demanding cortisol to deal with stress, it effectively steals the raw materials that would otherwise be used to produce testosterone. Think of it as a factory with limited resources. If all production is diverted to one product, cortisol, there's little left to make the other, testosterone. This is an ancient survival mechanism. In a life or death situation, reproduction and muscle building take a backseat to immediate survival. Therefore, actively managing your daily stress is not a luxury. It's a critical component of any plan to optimize your hormones. You cannot completely eliminate stress from your life, but you can build resilience and develop healthy coping mechanisms. This starts with identifying your primary stresses and finding practical ways to mitigate them. It also involves incorporating daily practices that help shift your nervous system out of a stressed state and into a relaxed one. Even just a few minutes of intentional relaxation can help lower cortisol and create a more favorable hormonal environment. There are many simple yet powerful tools at your disposal. Spending time in nature, a short walk in a park, mindfulness and meditation practices, focusing on your breath for 5 to 10 minutes. Regular exercise is also a fantastic stress reliever. Connecting with friends and family, listening to music, dedicating time to a hobby you love, journaling. The key is to find what works for you and integrate it into your daily routine, treating stress management with the same importance as your diet, exercise. So, make it a priority, Just as you actively add positive habits to your routine, it's equally important to remove or reduce the negative ones that can undermine your progress. When it comes to hormonal health, two major culprits can directly sabotage your testosterone levels and vitality: excessive alcohol consumption, smoking. While an occasional drink is unlikely to cause significant harm, chronic or heavy alcohol use can be toxic to the testes and impair testosterone production. It can increase conversion of testosterone to estrogen and disrupt sleep patterns, compounding hormonal harm. Alcohol also raises cortisol, the stress hormone which lowers testosterone. Alcohol places a heavy burden on the liver. A healthy liver metabolizes and clears hormones like estrogen. When overworked by alcohol, the liver can't maintain hormonal balance. If you choose to drink, moderation is key. Limit to 1 or 2 standard drinks per day and include several alcohol-free days each week. Smoking offers 0 benefits and many harms, including to your endocrine system. Toxins in cigarette smoke damage cells throughout the body, including Leydig cells in the testes that make testosterone. Smoking promotes inflammation and oxidative stress. It also damages cardiovascular health and impairs blood flow. Healthy circulation delivers nutrients and oxygen to muscles and supports erectile function, which relates to testosterone. Quitting smoking is one of the best moves for your health and hormones. Being mindful of alcohol prevents undoing progress from diet and training. Think of it as cleaning house. Remove sources of stress and toxicity to create a cleaner internal environment. That lets your positive habits, sleeping well, eating, clean, training smart, have maximum effect on your health and vitality. So, clean house and stick with the good habits. In our culture of no days off, it's easy to fall into the trap believing that more is always better. When it comes to training, however, this mindset can lead you straight to burnout, injury, lower testosterone levels. You don't get stronger in the gym, you get stronger when you recover. The training session itself is the stimulus that breaks down muscle fibers. Growth, repair, positive hormonal adaptations happen during rest. Ignoring recovery is like planting a seed and forgetting to water it. Overtraining is a real phenomenon that can wreak havoc on your endocrine system. Pushing your body too hard, too often, without adequate time to recuperate is a major physical stressor. This chronic stress leads to persistently elevated cortisol levels, which suppresses testosterone production. Symptoms of overtraining often mirror those of low testosterone. Persistent fatigue, decreased performance, irritability, poor sleep, a lack of motivation. If you find yourself feeling constantly run down despite putting in the work, it may be a sign that you need more recovery, not more training. Smart recovery starts with scheduling dedicated rest days into your weekly training plan. For most people, taking 1 to 3 days off from intense exercise per week is a good baseline. A rest day doesn't mean you have to be completely sedentary. In fact, active recovery can be highly beneficial. While this involves light, low-intensity movement like walking, gentle stretching, yoga, foam rolling, and these activities help increase blood flow to your muscles, which can aid in clearing out metabolic waste products and delivering nutrients, potentially speeding up the repair process without adding more stress to the body. Putting all this information into practice doesn't have to be complicated. Real lasting results come from small, consistent habits stacked on top of each other day after day. It's about building a sustainable routine that becomes a natural part of your life. An effective plan can be distilled into a few key actions that take just a few minutes each day. Here's a simple daily blueprint focusing on an 11-minute concept to get you started. The idea is not that it takes only 11 minutes, but that you can anchor your day with a few brief, powerful habits. This makes the process feel manageable and builds momentum. Morning, 3 minutes. As soon as you wake up, drink a large glass of water, step outside, or stand by a window. Get a few minutes of direct morning sunlight on your face and arms. This helps set your circadian rhythm and kickstarts vitamin D production. Midday, 5 minutes. Take a brisk 5-minute walk. If you have a desk job, this is non-negotiable. Get up and move your body. Briefly disconnect from work stress. This combats a sedentary lifestyle and helps reset your mind. Evening, 3 minutes. Before bed, dedicate just 3 minutes to deep breathing. Inhale slowly for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly for 6 seconds. This lowers cortisol and shifts your body into a relaxed state, preparing you for deep restorative sleep. This 11-minute framework serves as the anchor. Around it, build other habits. If you have persistent symptoms, extreme fatigue, very low libido, unexplained mood changes, it is essential to consult a doctor. A doctor can perform a blood test to measure hormone levels and provide diagnosis and guidance. Natural steps here are a powerful first line of defense, but not a substitute for professional medical advice. Take your health seriously and work with a professional if you have concerns. Your body has an incredible capacity for health and vitality. Quality sleep, smart training, nourishing food, manage stress. These inputs empower your body to function at its best. You have the tools, you have the knowledge, no magic pill needed. Start with these foundational habits. Try this blueprint for the next 30 days and pay attention to how you feel. You may be surprised by the impact on energy, strength, and confidence. The power to build a stronger you is already in your hands. Start today. Your habits define your hormones. Eat smart, train strong, rest deeply. Subscribe to HealthProLife for more natural ways to boost energy, vitality, and well-being. You don't need supplements to feel stronger, more energetic, and confident. These simple daily habits can help boost testosterone naturally and sustainably, backed by real science. Which of these natural methods will you start with today? Let's talk in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to HealthProLife for more evidence-based videos on men's health, vitality, and mindful living.